You poor little... Hey guys, what is up? This is Zaf, and this video is going to be about tips to help you do well in Crusaders quest. Most of these are things I learned from my mistakes, so if you're new and watching this, then that's great, because I might just help you avoid them. Remember that these are my personal tips, so if you feel like some things could be done better, then don't forget to leave a comment down below. Also, we'll divide these into multiple videos just to avoid it from being too long. Alright, let's get to it. When you first play Crusaders quest, all you think of is that the challenge of the game is beating every stage and everyone in PvP. But no, the real hidden challenge in the game is properly using your resources. This is probably the biggest mistake most new players will make. It is undeniable that as a new player you would want to progress quickly, and that is what kind of leads you to become impulsive. You just want to max everything. Either you spend all your gold getting a great on your level 1 skill, or desperately try to get the right stat on your 5-star weapon. Or even forge soulbound weapons you don't actually need just because you think it's the ultimate weapon that will make you pawn the whole game and beat RNGesus. No. In the end, you're out of gold, you're out of iron, and you're out of meat. That's the moment you realize that you effed up. And that would probably lead you to burnout. You're gonna hate the game, you're gonna hate Hangame, you're gonna hate RNG, you're gonna hate your dog just because you mindlessly spent everything. This is why you should always spend your resources wisely. Learn to stack up your stuff, and you are definitely going to thank yourself later. For this video, we are going to discuss about gold. It is the most important currency in the game because a lot of things you need to do would cost gold. It's used on weapons, training, berries, and shopping from the Great Popo. So it is always good to have some gold all the time. Now, here are some tips to become a rich Crusader. First one is about weapons. They bring out the best of your heroes, also at the same time the most costly of all. To maximize your heroes, you would need to have the best weapon possible, but for now, let's focus first on the stats. While some heroes do well with various stats, some perform better in specific ones. Now, the cost of re-rolling a stat in a weapon becomes severely expensive the more you keep doing it, and usually this is what will cause you to run out of gold. To avoid this, do not stress so much on getting the perfect stats because you're probably not gonna get them early on. Just roll for any stat that your hero can take advantage and only exert effort upgrading 6-star weapons. While you might use 5-star weapons at first, do not bother thinking that they can compete with 6-star weapons. Now let's go to the second one, which is kinda tricky, and it's all about training. At first you would think of using all your bread on your heroes, but you're not really looking at the numbers. Some breads give higher XP than the others, while some have lesser XP but increases the chance of great rate. The higher the great rate, the higher the chance of it being great, which means you get an additional 50% of the original XP. For beginners, there won't be a lot of supplies for 5-star and 6-star breads, so you're gonna have to make use of the lower ones. Now always take in consideration the amount of XP and the percent of great rate. Try to get 80% or higher all the time and only use 1 to 3-star breads on 1 to 3-star heroes, as using them on 4 stars or higher would cost a lot for minimal benefit. It can be situational, as sometimes you would lack a few percentage of great rate, and I think that would be the only time you should use the lower breads. For 4-star heroes and above, I would definitely recommend only using 4-star breads and above, as they are more cost efficient. And as you have an already well built team of 3 that you can use everywhere, I would start using only 5-star and 6-star breads and sell the rest of it. This would lead to decreasing your gold consumption on training, and at the same time gain a few gold from selling excess breads. Now third on the list is the berries. These work like breads, but instead of upgrading your character as a whole, you can choose to only upgrade a certain stat. You get these from scenarios, but usually you get the best ones from exploration, which kinda works like the bakery. These berries can be costly as well because some heroes might need a lot of berries to get maxed out, but at the same time you can actually earn a lot of gold through them since they sell for quite a nice amount. My tip for this one is that only use berries on the stat that your hero needs, because you have to remember that you have multiple heroes to feed. Only use superior berries as they are the best that you can frequently get, and they also have a good amount of great rate. Sell anything else that's of lower quality. Now there are some special berries that you might get, like the Berry of Success and Almighty Berries, but I think they're not really worth it, unless of course they're the ones that give 10% of each stat and 100% great rate. If not, I usually just sell them because they trade for quite a good amount of gold, and at the same time I don't really feel the need to max every stat of my heroes. Occasionally you are going to get legendary berries. These increase the stat of your hero to its maximum while being free of charge, so only use these specific berries on heroes that have a high amount of a certain stat. If you follow these suggestions, you're bound to save a lot of gold. And the last thing I like to talk about gold usage is shopping and buying stuff from Popo. The best thing you can get from Popo is probably Coliseum tickets. These cost a small amount of gold, taking into consideration that you get a lot from it. One ticket gives you some meat which you can use to earn the gold back, and at the same time increasing your rank in the Coliseum, which means you get more gems, which is always a good thing. Also, you might want to consider buying 6-star weapons from Popo because they can be a good substitute while you don't have soulbound weapons. When there are special discounts, certainly do buy them as they will be at a really low price, and for sure you'll be able to use it whatever it is. Dum 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 dum! In conclusion, if you want to be gold rich in the game, the real best way is to spend them wisely. Don't spend them on things you don't really need, or things that won't help you earn more gold, because that would be a waste. And trust me, later on, earning gold will be a lot easier. Though the expenses also do get a lot more intense, but with proper management and decision making, you'll have a breeze with gold. Also, don't trust Fergus. Hey guys, if you found this video helpful, do not hesitate to hit that like button because it helps me and the video to get higher in search rankings, which means more people get to see this, both players and non-players of Crusaders Quest. And you know, if you didn't like it, then you can just hit that dislike button and express yourself however you want. But most importantly, if you have more tips that I didn't mention, do leave a comment below so other people can see it. I'll be making more helpful videos for CQ, so please do stay tuned. For now, this is Zaf leaving the video, and I'll see you real soon.